Assalamu alaikum, sister. Thank you for writing to our live session. As I understand, you're in graduate school and you're paying for it with a loan that you took out. And you're going to school to make yourself more marketable to employers so that you can move out of your area, which is mostly non-Muslim. You state that you're having difficulty in school and in the community because of the values in your area. For instance, you pointed out that one of the values that your community that you live in, as well as possibly the school that you attend, feel it's normal that a woman goes out to drink at bars and has unlawful sex with men. You state that your classmates and your professor don't make it any easier for you, and they make comments and they say things that are hurtful and things that you feel are against Islam and against you and the religion. You state that the comments are designed to undermine, and you feel bad about this, and you're seeking some tips on how to deal with this. First of all, sister, I'm not really sure where you live or what the environment is like in your community. Some areas, for instance, the United States, are predominantly Christian and very anti-Islamic, for lack of a better term, and that can make it difficult for people who are Muslim when they go to school, when they work, when they're out in the community. With that said, you are in school. That is your right to go to school, and your classmates, you say, don't like you because of your religion, and you feel they've expressed it in many subtle ways. So it could be that you do live in one of these types of areas, and you're just struggling, to make the best of it. Sister, the one thing you can do, right, is just to be an example, right? Like if somebody says something that hurts you or you feel is undermining you or maybe anti-Islamic, the thing you can do is just to, stand up strong, smile, address their concerns if they are direct. But from what I'm getting is that these are kind of like subtle comments, right? It's not like they're coming directly to you and stating certain things, but I may be wrong. So with that said, the best example we can give as Muslims is to conduct ourselves in ways that are non-confrontational, non-argumentative, and in ways that are kind, but yet imparting educational information, right? So if somebody says, well, why don't you just go to the bar with us and drink? You could just state, that you feel that alcohol is unhealthy, and in your religion and your belief that, it's harmful. And you could also point out that many people feel that way who aren't Muslims as well, right? So some of these values that Islam has are common in other religions and are also common with people who are not even involved with religion or who are maybe agnostic or like they don't believe in God, right? So people from all walks of life do have similar or the same beliefs that we have, correct? You want to impart that you're not intimidated, right? You don't want your classmates or your professors to feel that they're intimidating you, because that gives them a one-up and that empowers them to continue on with the behavior. Now, by all means, if the behavior is threatening or it is challenging you physically, right? Of course, you have the right to defend yourself. But it doesn't seem to be at that point. It just seems to be an uncomfortable situation, and one in that you will learn to be more diplomatic in how you respond. You will learn to be able to deal with different types of personalities, and you'll also learn how to give dawah, right? You'll also learn how to, express your feelings and your thoughts when people do ask you certain questions or make comments. Now, on the other hand, you also talked about someone talking about people who keep living on handouts. And I'm not really sure how that relates to Islam or to your situation, because you do have a loan. But it's really kind of like not really important. And I'm not trying to downplay your concerns, but it's really nobody's business, how you pay for your school or what method, you're using to pay for it. That's really not anybody's concern. And as far as driving 3 hours away to meet with your professor, I'm not really understanding that, because if you're at a university in graduate school, usually activities center around the university, and people meet at the university either to study together or for lectures and things like that. So traveling 3 hours away, is kind of like a very strange request, unless, there's a special event somewhere else. So with that said, sister, please hold your head high and understand that there's all types of people in this world. You'll come across a lot of different personalities. Some will be more loving than others. Some will embrace you and Islam and have love for you and respect, and some won't. And that's just the world we live in. That's just how life is, right? And I just want to state that even if you move to an area that's all Muslim, you're going to find many different personalities there as well, right? You'll find some Muslims are practicing, some Muslims are not. Some Muslims might participate in backbiting or gossiping or being mean, and some Muslims will be very loving. And that's kind of the same everywhere. But it sounds like you are living in an area that is, basically probably a small town. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely, an area that is not supportive of Islam. So with that said, sister, don't let it get to you. Let it make you stronger. Let it make you more loving. Let it make you more determined. And let it make you more understanding and have the ability to develop responses and stamina to situations that are confrontational, right? This is kind of like another benefit that you're going to get from going to the university, is learning how to handle different personalities in an effective way. So that said, sister, please do enjoy your studies. Don't let what people say get to you. Ignore it when you can. And just know, Allah loves you. You're on the right path, and Allah will protect you. We wish you the best.